Yeah, so Dean, the last quarter really pulled away there. What do you think the catalyst for that was?
Yeah, I think both obviously the second quarter and the fourth quarter were massive for us. Got ourselves down 11, and Casper was pretty good. I thought we did a better job in that second term there, and we kept the pace pretty high. I thought us playing at a higher tempo wore them down a little bit, and we saw that in the second quarter. We saw in the fourth quarter, and obviously we go on a run there that's 18-2 in the last 5 minutes of the game. But good contributions from a lot of people, and when we see 5 people in double figures, and we win the rebounding is probably an area still we want to be better at going into a Perth game. We don't shoot the 3 ball at a crazy high level for us, but our points in the paint and our percentage in the paint was outstanding. So it's good that we can continue to find different ways to score the basketball, and again, as I said, just find a good pace to play at.
Yeah, and Malala Jr., how pleasing is it to see him? Obviously, his role has had to increase. How pleasing is it to see him come in and play a really good role?
Yeah, he's been amazing the last 2 games, as Scotty has as well. But Joe picked up the 2 fouls. I trusted it for a little while, but we didn't need to. I didn't need to play him the last few minutes of that second quarter. I thought the group was doing a really good job, and then he managed his fouls well in the second half. But I thought the biggest impact that he had tonight. Obviously, he shot the ball at a high percentage, but challenging shots at the rim, and there's some things that Casper just went by us, but blocking a couple of those at the rim that ignited our break, and saw Bubba get out on the break and do some of the things that he does. That last line of defense from Joe tonight was outstanding.
Yeah, cool. And Scotty, how pleasing was it for you, I guess, to come on and have a big role today, score 18 points?
It just felt good today. To really get another win. I mean, a lot of guys contributed tonight, and that's our strength when the depth of our team is really playing well, and it felt good to get a win today.
Cool. Thank you.
Aaron, go ahead.
Yeah, Dean, just you would have been a bit anxious before the game because obviously Jocks featured in every game this season, and that first quarter wouldn't have helped either, being down 11. Can you just talk about just the attitude of the team, particularly defensively, sort of from that second quarter onwards? Because after conceding 31 points in that first quarter, you kind of did the job at the defensive end after that.
Yeah, I was a little concerned because obviously the last game we lost was in Sydney, and it was our poorest performance all year, and we wanted to stand up today and say that was a blimp on our schedule. We don't do that, and so I didn't want to see a similar tone happen as well. So the response in the second quarter, the ability, I think we had, we track getting 3 stops in a row, and I think 4 times during that second quarter we got multiple stops in a row, and when you do that, it allows the opportunity to run, and I thought we converted well. So yeah, just I think through these games where you've got them really close together, there's going to be patches where it's not perfect, and do we sub, do we time out, what do we do, what do we change during that period? And we've got the depth to be able to, if we see someone just flat a little bit, we can shift people, and I've got to continue to do that.
So that's now 11 wins in a row. Just thinking back to the NBL Cup, where you kind of had, there were players missing and kind of offense was misfiring a bit. I think you talked about having to kind of simplify things at that time. So do you think that this 11 wins in a row, that's kind of been built on what you had to kind of go through during that NBL Cup and things you had to do to kind of get back on track there?
Yeah, it was just, we know there's obviously people are going to miss games for the rest of the season, and we've got to, keep working through what that means. And tonight we we down a big, so we shift Scotty up, and he plays at the 4 spot, and he found advantages with his quickness to be able to attack, some of their bigs, and so it's a nice thing to have. As I said before, we had a point guard down, and we shift him down to point guard as well. So I think just going through the season and dealing with all the different injuries that we've had, and people playing multi-positions and then getting good at playing another position, and the group being comfortable with that, has been something that we've grown with.
And now coming up, you've still got a few matches against Perth to round out the regular season, and obviously 2 of the next 3 are against the Wildcats. You kind of teams 1 and 2 at this stage of the season. What's your approach going to be getting into those games? Is it still that matter of kind of feeling out just now with sort of combinations and the fact you have got a bit of versatility there and kind of throwing different things at them? What's the approach going to be?
Yeah, we think we'll have Jock back for the game on Wednesday. So great to get him back quickly as well, and we need that extra big against them. Obviously, they're a fantastic rebounding team, and he's going to be really important with Mooney and the bigs that they have on that team, Jervis. So we look forward to slotting him straight back into the roster, and we look forward to the games against Perth. We always have tough battles, and I really enjoyed the game Perth and New Zealand the other night. It was a really tough contest, and having 3 games against them, that's there's no better preparation for the end of the year than playing them a few times and having to go over to Perth and get back on the road, which we haven't been for a while. We knew that this was our patch of the season to really take advantage of our home court, and we have so far. But again, the road's not far away. But looking forward to them coming in on Wednesday and playing that game.
Great, thanks, guys.
Any final questions, guys? All good. Thank you.
Cheers.